In 1650, Le Puy, France, the first 6 Sisters of St. Joseph focused on identifying the needs of the day and addressing them. Throughout the centuries, although the world has changed in countless ways, that tenet has remained. The sisters believe the dynamic spirit of their institute urges them to resist complacency and to respond to the ever-changing needs of God's people. In no place is this more evident than at St. Joseph Villa. Caring for their own elderly and infirm sisters has always been the privilege and responsibility of the congregation. For many years, the infirmary at the Mother House and St. Joseph Villa in Cheltenham, established in the year 1908, were sufficient to meet their needs. In the early 1960s, congregational leaders recognized that a larger facility was soon going to be necessary. On June 23, 1968, the new St. Joseph Villa, a 9-story, $5.3 million state-of-the-art nursing care and retirement facility that could accommodate 300 persons, opened its doors to receive the first residents.
When I think of the villa, certain words and images fill my heart and mind. Peace, love, joy, comfort, and compassionate care. The villa is a magnificent structure, rising majestically, welcoming those who seek comfort and care. I have always been extremely proud that my father, James McCullough of McCullough Howard and Company, built the villa, which was a source of great personal and professional pride and joy for him. My father loved the Sisters of St. Joseph and had a very generous and loving heart when it came to the sisters and the villa. Years later, my parents' last days were lived with love and dignity at the villa, under the loving care of the dear sisters, giving our family peace and joy. I am eternally grateful for all that the sisters and staff did to ease the burden of many challenging days for our family. I know my father would have been extremely proud of the renewal and revitalization project. To see how the structure he helped create 50 years ago has evolved and is meeting today's needs, making the villa a vibrant home and relevant community.
In 1970, the villa received a license from the state of Pennsylvania to operate as a nursing home, and it became a Medicare provider. By the late 1970s, the full-time staff of the villa included 50 Sisters of St. Joseph.
Part of the restructuring allowed the General Council to embark on considering a new adventure for the villa. Healthcare consultants advised the congregation that we would have enough room to care for our sisters in the future, and that it would be possible to admit members of other religious congregations and lay women and men when space was available. We also established an adult daycare program at the villa, but when other such programs were available and that population decreased, that program was discontinued. As we instituted these programs, we felt that our founder, Jean-Pierre Médaille, would be very happy that we reached out to the dear neighbor in these ways.
In 1998, the villa became the first Catholic long-term care facility in Pennsylvania to be certified by the Joint Commission for the Accreditation of Healthcare Organizations.
I first became involved with St. Joseph's Villa back in 1986 when I acquired the practice of a Dr. Henry Fry, who was the podiatrist for the villa. And that was my entree into taking care of the sisters and the lay individuals of St. Joseph's Villa. So going on 31, 32 years, it's been a real joy for me to come here. I've always said coming to the villa is like a taste of heaven. And so I always enjoy coming to the villa. There's something about the place that makes it, that it is very, very special. And you just feel a sense of holiness when you walk into the villa. And so I always enjoy coming to the villa. We're coming in, saying a prayer into the chapel, or visiting a patient on the floor, or seeing patients for their podiatric needs. It's always been a thrill for me to come to the villa. I always enjoy it because it is a very, very special place.
One lovely improvement we made at the villa happened in 1997, the year our congregation celebrated the 150th anniversary of our arrival in Philadelphia. We installed a beautiful anniversary garden right outside the chapel, dedicated in loving memory of James and Victoria McCullough. This provided a place for our residents to be outside and enjoy nature and still be quite safe. As we approach the 40th anniversary of the villa, we began a decade of extreme makeover in preparation for the golden anniversary. One of the first things we did was to replace 2 oil tanks with one more environmentally friendly tank. The next improvement that stands out for me was the modernization of our 3 elevators and eventually the installation of an additional new elevator. That 4th one was completed in September 2010. Now residents could take an elevator directly to the ground floor for visits to the doctor's offices and therapy area. It also provided access to the 1st floor dining room during mealtimes. This alleviated congestion at the elevators in the core of the villa and made transporting our residents much more efficient.
The Sisters' strategic planning process of 2006 called for an assessment of the villa. This assessment identified substantial changes required to meet the current and future needs of villa residents.
As we began to plan for the villa's 50th birthday, we became aware of the culture change movement happening in senior living facilities throughout the nation. This movement calls for the transformation of nursing home and assisted living care facilities from the traditional institutional model to a more home-like, community-based model. We made a very significant decision to embark on a process of renewing and revitalizing the villa at the level of relationships and daily routines, all the way to a major renovation. Our experience of living our mission through prayer, community life, and ministry has changed greatly over the years. Our sisters coming to live at the villa today have very different needs and desires than in the past. Our goal is to create an environment of home and community in which our residents want to live, and by having supportive services and choices that promote meaningful living, they will continue to live life and our mission of unity to the full. How grateful we are to God and so many people that this dream has become a reality.
On August 28, 2014, the Sisters officially broke ground for a new parking lot and began the process of preparing for the golden anniversary.
By being attentive and responsive to the signs of the times, to changing needs, and to emerging trends over the years, the villa experienced many changes. Through it all, however, the one constant has been our commitment to our mission of unity, living and working that all people may be united with God and with one another. From our earliest days at Cheltenham to this present moment in Flowertown, the villa has always lived our mission of unity by being a healing presence, not only to the residents we serve, but to family members, to visitors, and co-workers alike. Our mission of unity has always been and will continue to be the foundation of our very special apostolic work of caring for our elders, performed in a spirit of compassionate care and service, by the entire team of St. Joseph Villa.
50 years of vibrant faith, living hope, and deep, pervasive prayer have built the Villa into a spiritual house, and even more, a spiritual home, a place of welcome for so many. No doubt, the Sisters of St. Joseph will continue to be attentive to emerging needs and will continue to make necessary changes so that St. Joseph Villa will always be a healing presence. Thank you to everyone who has supported the Sisters and St. Joseph Villa throughout these 50 years. You have made the dream of the golden anniversary possible.
Congratulations to the Villa on your golden anniversary.
Happy 50th anniversary to our Villa.
Congratulations on your golden anniversary.
Congratulations, St. Joseph Villa, on your golden anniversary.
Happy anniversary, St. Joseph Villa.
The congregation celebrates with joy this special time and looks forward to a future full of hope for all Villa residents, staff, administrators, and visitors. Congratulations, St. Joseph Villa, on your 50th anniversary.